So I wanted to make this video really quick covering the 7-star Terra Water Dozo that is now a live event in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and how you can prepare for this said event. Okay, so this Dozo is going to be level 100. It is going to have the ability Unaware, so unless you try to do something like raise your defense and stuff like that, Dozo is not going to care about any of your defense buffs. It's just going to slap you. Along with a moveset of Wave Crash, which is like double stab boosted thanks to that water type. Order Up, which is its signature move. Along with Earthquake to hit electric type Pokemon, and Avalanche to hit all grass type Pokemon. Which electric and grass are Dondozo's only weaknesses, being water type. Oh, and it is also Adamant Nature, so those physical moves being, well, all of them are going to be boosted even more. With additional moves being Yawn, which can put you to sleep, and then Curse, which will boost all of Dondozo's stats, and at the expense of lowering its speed. You even see how much more of a problem Dondozo is when you look at its stats. I'm looking at it through Bulbapedia. We're not going to be looking at special attack because it's a physical attacker, obviously. It has base 150 HP, which means it's a very bulky boy, along with its base 115 defense, and its weakest defensive stat being its special defense only being base 65, which you can easily take advantage of, which means that, like, basically you should only be going for, like, special attackers and stuff like that. I was slightly hoping that the contrary Leaf Storm Superior set that we used from the Pikachu thing would work for Dondozo as well, but I'm pretty sure, like, a single Avalanche, like, maybe, like, set up 2 Curses and then an Avalanche, Superior's dead. Like, you look at Avalanche, base 60 power. Doesn't seem like much, but it's still super effective, and Dondozo is an absolute unit. In terms of its actions, it says that it'll activate its shield once it either reaches 70% HP left, or there's only 70% time left on the little timer thing. It'll use Yawn once it's at 95% HP. Reduce Terra Orb Charge at 90%. What is it? Reduce all player stats and reset its own stats at 70%, because, you know, that's just how that works. Yeah. Reduces player stats, reduces Dondozo's stats, uses Curse at 50% HP, and then uses Wave Crash at 30% HP. And then you look at the rewards here, and you can see that you have a 3% chance of getting any Herba Mystica variant, along with the guaranteed rewards, which is like a bunch of EXP candy, some HP ups, some Water Terror Shards, and an ability patch and the TM for, what is it? Avalanche, yeah. The TM for Avalanche. Ads, what are you doing on my computer? So, the first thing that, like, came to my mind in terms of something that you could potentially use to defeat Dondozo is, considering that it has super effective damage for both electric types and grass types, the first thing that came to my mind was Electros, because it has the ability to levitate, making it so that it basically has no weaknesses whatsoever. But then you go and look at Electros' stats. Electros can work as, like, attacker or special attacker. You would want to be going with special attack, but you probably don't want to go with Electros to begin with because its defenses are, like, no bueno. Easily its worst stat is its speed, but Dondozo's speed is worse, so I don't think that's a factor in this. Then looked at Osiris's video. I'll link his video in the description of this one, where this set specifically stood the most out to me. And okay, my computer like reset itself. Okay, so it's a Belly Bolt set where its ability is Electromorphous, all that stuff, and it has a move set of Reflect, Acid Spray, Chilling Water, and Parabolic Charge, with all the stats going towards special attack, defense, and then what are the remaining stats? Probably HP. Come to think of it. Actually, hold on. What are Belly Bolt's stats looking like? Okay, so Belly Bolt is indeed faster than Dozo, but by 10 points. So hopefully, Belly Bolt does not have any issues with being outsped by Dozo here. So anyway, it has Reflect to halve the damage of physical moves, Acid Spray to reduce its special attack, Chilling Water to reduce its physical attack, and then Parabolic Charge being an electric type healing move, along with its signature move being Electromorphous. This Pokemon becomes charged with electricity. Boost the power of its next electric type move. That's the set that I think that will be the best going into this raid. And while Earthquake is a little bit scary, being 100 base power, I think like the smartest thing to do in like that situation would be set up Reflect turn 1, and then probably start just spamming chilling. Probably just start spamming like Acid Spray until you have your Terra Orb, which it is Terra Electric. I would like to mention that. So just set up Reflect, spam Acid Spray until you have Terra Orb, Terra Electric, and then use Parabolic Charge to get all that HP back, and then probably whenever Dozo activates its shield, just keep spamming it with Acid Sprays and Chilling Waters. Maybe after you use Parabolic Charge, you like switch to like spamming Chilling Water once it has its like its freaking shield up, because you want to decrease that attack as much as you possibly can. Now, I don't know what the EVs are of this Dozo, or if it even has EVs in the first place. I know that the starter Terra raids certainly did, but regardless. So that should cover like all the Dozo stuff and the setup that you should use for it. But that being, of course, the heckin' this Belly Bolt set. Don't mind my YouTube playlist. Don't just ignore that. And now let's talk about Tatsugiri for a moment. It says here on Pokemon Scarlet Violet's official page, it says here that curly form Tatsugiri is going to be showing up in Paldea. That's going to be the orange one up here. The droopy form in Kitakami, that's the red one right here. And then the stretchy form in Blueberry Academy, that being the yellow one. And in these screenshots, it does also show what the shinies are going to look like. So like, the curly form has like maple syrup on it. The droopy form is now just pure white. And then the stretchy form has like tiger stripes on it. It's especially going to be helpful to like shiny hunt for these guys because, well, first of all, the event mass outbreak things are 100% goated. Like, I'm pretty sure that the event mass outbreaks have higher shiny odds than normal outbreaks do. Plus, with each of the Tatsugiri forms being like their own separate mass outbreak in their own separate region, you're going to have a much easier time distinguishing the shiny from one another, because they're like, I'm pretty sure they're like multiple instances because of like lighting making it so that you can't tell which is like the normal curly Tatsugiri, or people thinking that the shiny stretchy Tatsugiri is a curly Tatsugiri. And if you can't see a freaking shiny droopy form Tatsugiri, then you have seeing problems. So that's all the stuff in terms of the Dozo raid and the Tatsugiri outbreaks. Oh, and one more thing about the Tatsugiri outbreaks. These things have memento for some reason. I don't know why. In the wild, Tatsugiri has memento. So just be wary of that. So, thank you for watching, anyone who made it this far into the video, and have a great rest of your day. Also, Kit Kats.